Hello everyone, and welcome to this audio podcast. This audio podcast today is part of the lab coat. This audio podcast is part of a Chimera. This audio podcast as part of a lab N Ostix in topic. This audio podcast is part of the click. This audio podcast as part of a ZtormLabostix production. And through this audio podcast today, a sort of a look at the summary and around works by Mohammed and team from 2015, looking at a sort of initiative publication in around a solid organ transplantation sort of initiative or sort of campaign in around in around in around between where sort of a campaign in around awareness took place in around 2013 2014, and sort of a sort of published works or published works that highlighted highlighted the initiative or the in around the campaign. And so in as part of this audio podcast and then part of this audio podcast, a summary in around the initiative sort of article. So following the launch of the all parliamentary party kidney group, or APPKG, and the National Kidney Federation, or NKF, organ transplantation manifesto in around 2011-2012, and the National Black, Asian and Minority Ethnic, or BAME, Transplant Alliance, or MBTA, from 2012, and the sort of a faith and solid organ transplantation action plan in around 2013, sort of a publication or guideline in around September 2013. A health awareness campaign sort of commenced in the southwest in the southwest of the United Kingdom, and involved sort of five influential organizations. So the in around the southwest around between again 2000 and around 2013 to 2014, the Lord Mayor of the city at that time around that time set out to further highlight the importance of blood transfusion, around the use of blood transfusion and solid organ transplantation in BAME cohorts, to heighten awareness of how blood transfusions and how and in around how solid organ transplantation can help save lives. So the initiative looked to set out sort of a highlight sort of set the initiative looked to set out and to highlight the importance of sort of varying aspects in around the initiative or around the campaign, in amongst sort of the minority populations, in around BAME populations. And the initiative had looked at seven different looked in around across seven different strategies, across seven different strategies. And so the campaign or the initiative was sort of some of the early works in around the RPSG as one of the collaborators, and it where the organizations such as the RPSG, the British, sorry, the Brit, the a multi-faith forum organization, NHS Blood and Transplant, NHS Blood and Transplant, or NHSBT, and two local radio stations. Two local radio stations, being Ujima radio station, and the second being BCFM radio stations had been some of had been and were sort of the organizations that were involved, have been collaborators in as part of the initiative and in around the campaign. So that draws this audio podcast to a close. This audio podcast is part of the Lab Coat. This audio podcast is part of a Shystorm Chimera. This audio podcast as part of a Labostix and topic. This audio podcast as part of the Click. This audio podcast as part of a ZtormLabostix production.